Today I'm talking all about pattern merging, taking two separate patterns, merging them together to create one, hopefully, cohesive look. Stay tuned, I'm about to break it all down with you. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're returning. I'm Rachel Ann, and this is Dine in Creativity, where I am sharing my sewing journey with you, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. I am so excited because today I am sharing the first pattern merge I've ever done. If you have watched several of my videos before, you know I don't shy away from sharing the good parts of the process, but also the very trying and difficult parts. And I will be the first to say that this dress was fairly seamless, which is always exciting and a total added bonus. I do attribute quite a bit of that to working with cotton sateen. I love it. I mean, I literally felt as if I breathed a sigh of relief when I put this dress together. The fabric just lays so nicely when you're working with it. It's so easy to hem and alter and switch up if need be, even put the zipper in the back. It's not silky, it's that mid-weight, luxurious fabric that is so glorious to work with and sew with. I originally ordered this particular retro floral print fabric from Mood Fabrics a couple weeks ago. Got it on sale. I believe when I ordered it back then, it was $9.99 per yard. To me, that was such a steal. I almost wish I would have gotten more of it because I already have another shirt brewing up in my mind on what I would do and how I would use this fabric, but here we are. So the two different patterns that I used to create this dress were, for the skirt, New Look 6346. It is rated easy and it is fairly easy to sew. It's basically just a couple pieces to create the skirt. Originally, it calls to have 4 different pieces, 2 on the front, 2 on the back. And that is in essence so that you can sew the buttons down the front. I knew I didn't want to put the buttons down the front for this one. So what I did is cut it, the front on the fold, to create one seamless piece across the front. So basically knowing that I would have just this piece all across the front. It also called for a waistband, which briefly I will show you because I actually have a sample piece that I had made many weeks ago. This skirt, I still need to alter it. It is a little too big on me, but this will just kind of give you an idea. This is the original exact pattern. I followed it step by step, and it has all those necessary pieces. The waistband that you cut out, you cut it on the fold so that then you create the button clasp. These are totally non-technical terms, I know that, but just put it out there. And then on the back, there are those 2 pieces. You sew them together and it just creates the 2 back panels of the skirt. But the good thing about this is that it was a very easy fix. Like I said, laid it right out and cut it on the fold so that I would have that one continuous piece for the front of the skirt. The shirt that I used was New Look 6678. Very straightforward, very easy to sew and create. If you are newer to sewing, highly recommend this top. If you're really obsessed with the square neck tops like I am, this is a great shirt. This is one where, honestly, I am going to make it again, but I'm not going to put the sleeves on because it creates just a simple, structured top with the little shoulder straps. And I'm even going to widen these shoulder straps the next time I make it to make it about 3 inches across. Right now it's actually pretty narrow, but this one was very straightforward. I also cut the front piece on the fold. I know I shared it before, but these retro inspired floral prints are absolutely my favorite right now. I can't get enough of them. I did order recently some solid colored fabrics because I know that I like to be able to switch it up or switch up the style. So those are coming, but for now, this is all I can think about are these bright colors. I'm gonna add a couple images on the screen of some other fun retro floral inspired dresses that I found. They were ones I kind of would keep my eye on when I was making this dress because they had the bottom piece, the skirt, that wasn't too flared out and it wasn't too tight. I wanted that happy in between, that happy medium. Just again, something that is easy to throw on and it makes you feel like you're in that completed, put together look that is so easy. It's just one piece, zips up the back, and you're ready to go. While I was making this shirt, I almost stopped and threw out the entire idea of merging the two patterns together because I liked the top so much just by itself. This will absolutely be another top that I make probably over and over again because this is right up my alley. A little puff sleeve, it creates just a little bit of body on top, and then it kind of tapers in at the waist. I love it. It is just a really flattering look, in my opinion. It would also be so cute with the buttons down the front. Again, I didn't do that. I went ahead and put a long zipper in all the way on the back just to make it easier getting in and out of this dress. And then the actual process of putting the two pieces together was also very straightforward and fairly easy, to be honest with you. The one piece that I will say is that this skirt flares out quite a bit. There is absolutely some extra fabric on the sides. It creates a really nice rounded, almost reminds me of like a 1950s like fuller skirt. That was not necessarily the look I was going for, so to speak. I wanted it to be a little bit more tapered down, just a tiny bit of A-line flare, but not as maybe excessive as it originally was. So I would say that was probably the hardest part of this project, was trimming down the sides to alter it and get it to the exact shape that I wanted it to be at. My personal rule of thumb for myself is when I create a piece, I think to myself, if I saw this hanging on a rack at a store, would I buy it? And if the answer is no, I need to keep altering or figure out how do I make it to something that I really love and I want to wear. Because just like with buying clothes at the store, I could see how if you sew something that you don't love or you don't really are not wild about 100%, how it could become easy to also not wear that. And I don't want that to happen. So that's the beauty of sewing that I'm very much falling in love with. You get to tweak it, you get to take it in where it needs to be taken in and make it a project that you love. I cannot wait to wear this summer. Don't let it fool you. I know I took those outside shots, but it's still like 45 degrees. So it was a little chilly out there today, but I wanted to get that good natural light and show you what it looks like. But even throwing this on with a pair of flats, I think it's gonna be super easy, casual, kind of a go-to to just put on. Final thing I'll share that I did have to do to really create the look I wanted was, I'm gonna pan this down. I had to sew some darts all the way down the front to get the actual garment to be altered, and so that it kind of had that nice A-line shape, but it looked more so natural, if that makes sense. And I like it. I think it adds a little visual interest. The darts go all the way down the front from underneath the bust down to just above my knees, if you can see there. And overall, I'm happy with it. I am so happy that this first pattern merge I ever did actually turned out very decently. And would I do it again? 100%. I could see where this could even become a fun process to mix and match even more pieces that are out there. Tell me your thoughts. Have you ever pattern matched before? What are your go-to favorite prints right now? What are you really attracted to in terms of the sewing patterns in fabrics that you're working with? I am always interested to hear. If you enjoyed this video, you may also enjoy a previous video I did all on recent pattern haul that I got from Joann Fabrics. All their patterns were marked down to such a great price. As always, thank you so much for watching. Take good care of yourself and happy creating.